You know, Tai Chi is a great thing to bring with you when you're traveling. And we've talked about it before. It's an exercise that doesn't need any special equipment. It doesn't need any special clothing, you know, and it can be done anywhere. But sometimes that anywhere is a small space, like maybe your hotel room. Most hotel rooms are not huge, you know, unless you're going to Vegas and you're staying in one of the big rooms in the resorts. Most of the spaces that you'll find in traveling will be smaller. Let's talk about how you can take your Tai Chi with you in different ways. Because like I said, it's great exercise that will help you with the problems of travel, of, you know, feeling jet lag or feeling, you know, eating differently. Maybe your stomach isn't quite so right. Tai Chi actually will help you even things out. So one of the first ways that I want to talk about is actually not Tai Chi, it's Qigong. And that's our 8 strands of the brocade. This is a wonderful routine to do when you first wake up, kind of shake off that hotel bed that's not your own bed, and help you face your day with energy. So let's do the 8 strands of the brocade together. Just follow along with me. It's really very simple. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, knees are soft. I want you to interlace your fingers, your hands, your palms are facing up. And this is 2 hands hold up heaven. You're going to breathe in and gently turn those palms up, and then look up, and then bring the head forward, and then breathing out as you come down. So you're breathing in, looking up, looking forward, and breathing out. Let's do that one more time. 2 hands hold up heaven. Good. Then bring your weight over to the right and cross your hands. You're going to make your right hand into a fist, but it's not a closed fist like this. You actually want your hand open, your thumb in. Your left hand looks like a gun, like you're holding a gun like this, but it's not. You're going to hold it out like that. Shoot the hawk with the bow. So you have your hands crossed. You're going to step out, making that fist with your right, and that left hand comes out, and you look at that left hand. Then looking to the right, open the hands up, bring the weight over to the right. Now bring the weight to the left, and you're going to switch the position of your hands as you step out and you look to the right. Shoot the hawk with the bow. Then looking to the left, bringing the weight to the left. Step in, step out, shoot the hawk with the bow. Then looking to the right, bringing that weight to the right. Step in, and then stepping out. Then looking left, bring those feet about shoulder width apart again, and we're going to separate heaven and earth. Bring the right hand up, the left hand points down towards the floor. The right hand, those fingers are pointing toward the left. Feel that stretch through your body and push through the palms. Then switch, making sure your knees are nice and soft. Don't lock your knees. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Then we're going to do wise owl glances backwards. Stand with your hands, palms facing down, and then straighten out the arms, turn the thumbs backwards, and then just turn and look to the left, only with your head, not with your body. Wise owl glances backwards. Think about how an owl just turns its head. And now look to the right, bringing it in and looking left. Think about your breathing, nice and deep and relaxed. Then open your legs just a little bit wider than shoulder. Bring your hands to your thighs, thumbs in the back. We're going to do wiggle head, wag, tail. You're going to draw a circle with your head like this. Come down to the right, around to the left, and then come all the way back up. Then go the opposite circle. Draw a circle left, coming up, and now do it both ways one more time. And to the left. Good. Then bring your feet back to about shoulder width. And now you're going to do massage kidneys, grab toes. So I want you to breathe in and then point the palms down. And then as you come to just about mid-chest, you're going to turn those palms up and then come to the back and you're going to massage those kidneys. Come all the way down the back side of your body with your hands. Grab the toes if you can. And then bringing the hands up, bend those knees slightly as you come all the way up. Then coming down, turn those palms up. Rub on the back side of your body all the way down. Grab those toes, bending those knees slightly, come all the way up. One more time. Coming down. Massage all the way down. And then coming back all the way up. Good. Now, you're going to do punch with intense eye. So you're going to bring your feet out about a little wider than shoulder width. And normally when we make a fist, I don't want your thumb inside. But with this one, I do actually want your thumb inside your fingers because we're not actually going to be punching anything for real. Bring your hands to your waist. Punch that right hand out slowly. And now open the hand and point it away from the palm, away from your body, and the thumb down towards the floor. Then turning your hand to the right, like you're opening a doorknob, bring that thumb back in, curl those fingers over the thumb, and bring it back. Now punching out with the left, same thing. Open that palm away from your body, thumb to the floor. Then turn the hand left like you're opening a doorknob. Bring that thumb back in and pull it back. Now the intense eye part, you need to be staring at something far, far away, trying to open your eyes as wide as you can as you're punching, and actually try to look as fierce as you can. It's actually really good for your eyes to try to do this. And if you start laughing, that's okay. That's what we all do anyway. Then the last of the 8, bring your feet again about shoulder width apart, and you're just going to bounce on heels. We're going to do this 7 times. Lift up on your toes, heels are up off the floor, and then just let your body drop. That's 1. Bring it up and just let your body drop. Let things bounce. That's what we want. We want that vibration. There's 3. There's 4. 5. 6. And 7. Good. So that's, like I said, is a great way to wake up. It took very little space. Now, if you want to move on and do some Tai Chi, you know we have the simplified 8 form, which doesn't take very much space at all. Let's do that one together. Let your knees be soft. Take a good deep breath in. Breathe it out, sink just a little bit. Bring your weight over to the right, open left, and then center yourself. Preparation. And the beauty of the 8 form is you can still apply those underlying principles and get the benefits in this short little form. You'll do repulse the monkey first without stepping, using that rotation, rotating on your central column. Now bringing your weight over to the right, holding that ball to the right. Step out left on the diagonal and you're going to brush knee. Then bringing that weight back to the right, then over to the left as you hold the ball. Step out right, brush knee. Think about your columns, keeping your shoulders in harmony with your hips. Now holding that ball to the right, part the wild horse's mane, keeping your arms in a nice rounded position. Taking a good deep breath in, now do part the wild horse's mane on the right. Now stepping back, we're going to do wave hands like clouds, but we only do 2 steps to the left. Think about your weight shift, think about your breathing. Then stepping to the right. One more step. Bringing your weight over to the left, lift your right leg into pheasant stance. Think about being rooted and grounded. Now lift that left leg, pheasant stance. Now you're going to kick right. And then kicking left. Now holding that ball to the left, we're going to do the ward off sequence. Stepping out on the diagonal, ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Keep yourself relaxed, rolling back. Rotate and press. Pushing chi. Bring your weight to the left. Let that right leg empty, bring it back. Now bring the weight over to the right, holding the ball to the right. Step out on the diagonal, ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Roll back. Rotate and press. Pushing chi. Bring your weight all the way up onto that left leg. Bring that right leg up and then return the tiger to the mountain. And close. So the 8 form is a beautiful way to think about those underlying principles, do some simple Tai Chi, and it's really going to help your body relax. It's going to help center yourself, get that breathing going. But let's say you want to do the full 24 form. Well, there are a few ways to modify that 24 form. Because let's face it, it goes from one side to the other side of this room if we were to do it the way we normally do it. And most hotel rooms are not that big. So let's think about doing the 24 form just in a very small space. Think about being in a phone booth. Not literally, that's a really small little space. Think about maybe a 3.5 foot by 3.5 foot space that you have to stay in that square. Hey, let's do that. Take a good deep breath in. Breathe it out, sinking down. And open. Preparation. Holding that ball to the right. First step is to step out, part the wild horse's mane. That's not a problem. Part the wild horse's mane. Now instead of going forward, rock back, bring that left foot back, and step out with the right. Part the wild horse's mane. Same thing here, bring the weight back. Now shift to the right and part the wild horse's mane. Step up just halfway into your white crane spreads its wings. Think about where your weight is now, and you can step into your brush knee. Same thing, bring the weight back to the right, step backwards. Then step out, brush knee right. Bring the weight back to the left, step back with the right, and brush knee left. Step up halfway and just do your play the guitar. Now repulse the monkey. Think about that front leg needs to be empty. As you step back, now just make that right foot empty. Then bring the right foot back, bring that left foot forward, but it's empty. Stepping back. And one more. So if you're applying that idea of substantial and insubstantial, you're still getting that idea of what repulse the monkey is all about. And then ward off. This is naturally in a single stance. It doesn't locomote anywhere. You're not moving. You're shifting your weight, but you're not moving anywhere. Bringing the weight over to the right, back to the left, and stepping out, ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Roll back. Rotate and press. Pushing chi. Bringing your weight over to the left, then back to the right, forming a bird's beak, and single whip. Wave hands like clouds. We normally step, but we don't have to step. Think about rotating on that central column. Think about bringing your weight over to the left, letting that right leg become empty, even though it's not stepping in. Bring it back over to the right. Let the left leg become empty. Let's do that one more time. As we bring our weight over to the right, form that bird's beak, and then step out, single whip. High pat on horse. Now step back with that left leg to do your kick, smash, and box the ears. Then you're turning, kicking left. Snake creeps. You might not be able to go as low as you normally do, but that's okay. Pheasant stands. Now stepping back and then step over with the left to do your snake creeps. So you're staying in your small space. Pheasant stands. Then step behind you with that left leg to hold the ball so that you can step out with your fair lady works the shuttle. Rocking back, bringing the weight to the left, step back with the right leg, then step out. Fair Lady works the shuttle on the left. Then step up halfway, pick the needle up from the C bottom, block, fan through the back. Turning over that right shoulder, bringing the weight back to the left, step out, deflect, intercept and punch, pushing chi. Return the tiger to the mountain. And close. So with that idea of just adjusting your feet, you can actually do that in a very, very small space, but you're still paying attention to your rotation, to your substantial and insubstantial, to your breathing. All of those things are what really bring the benefits, why we want to be doing our Tai Chi when we're traveling. There's a couple other ways to modify the 24 form. If you think about, we do multiple part the wild horse's mane, going forward. We do multiple brush knee, going forward. We do multiple repulse the monkey, going backwards, and all of that takes space. You can take out those extra movements. So think about it this way. Let's just start from our preparation. Holding the ball. You're going to step out, part the wild horse's mane, but then you're just going to step right into white crane, spreads its wings. And then do one brush knee, and then step right into play the guitar. Then do two repulse the monkey. And then you're at your ward off, which we have already talked about doesn't move. So you can still, it might take a little bit more space than your phone booth form, but just by removing some of those extra repetitive movements, you can make this a smaller form. Pushing chi, coming into your single whip. You still haven't moved very far. And again, you don't have to move with wave hands like clouds. It's very easy. So from here on out, it's very, very similar to your phone booth form. If you think about coming into your single whip, high pat on horse, maybe you have enough room not to have to step back for your kick, smash, and box the ears. Kicking left. But then you do have to do that snake creeps on both sides of the body, which I can hear everybody is really excited about that. But again, you can step backwards to do your Fair Lady works the shuttle. Fair Lady works the shuttle. Pick the needle up from the C bottom. Fan through the back. Deflect. Intercept and punch. Pushing chi. Return the tiger to the mountain. Now clearly I'm going faster than what we really want to do to allow our bodies to relax. But I just want to give you ideas of what you can do in a smaller space. There's one more idea in the actual doing your 24 short form is simply shortening your stride. Now, I don't have really long legs, Those of you with long legs, you probably travel further when you do your form than I do. But even those of you with long legs, if you think about, let me do my normal stride. If I'm here, I step out with part the wild horse's mane, and then I step out, part the wild horse's mane. One more, part the wild horse's mane. Now that took me a ways, right? But if I think about just simply shortening my stride, where I'm not going as deep, my legs are not as, the length is not as much. It's a much shorter stride, and I'm a little taller in my stride. The longer stride, you're actually, you can go deeper with that. With the shorter stride, you can actually take smaller steps and keep yourself a little higher, which gives you an extra benefit of, think about totally relaxing your body, because you're really not having to travel very far with those steps. They're little baby steps, and you can really focus on, I'm not going to muscle through these movements. I'm going to be nice and soft and relaxed. So shortening your stride is one way to shorten the length of the form. Clearly, we want to be able to do our Tai Chi to get the benefits of it. And we know that the underlying principles are what drive those benefits. So any way you're practicing, whether you're able to do the whole form because you have plenty of room, maybe you're outside when you're traveling, sometimes that's a great way to do it. Get that sunshine, get that fresh air. But sometimes when you're traveling, it's cold and rainy and you don't really want to be outside. So you have to be creative. And when you're practicing, really focus on relaxing your body, breathing deeply, thinking about being rooted and grounded, getting all the benefits of Tai Chi. So I hope you enjoyed that. This is the time of travel. It's time to be with family and friends. This is time to, do different things. But I encourage you to include your Tai Chi. Take your Tai Chi with you when you travel. You can do this in your family's home, maybe in the bedroom you're staying in, and that will give you a little bit of a break from all the family stuff. Whatever it is, take your Tai Chi with you so that you can be as healthy as possible going into the new year.